Hello, my name is Dr. John Osborne. I want to talk to you briefly about fasting. We as a ministry are going to be fasting this coming weekend uh, for breakthroughs in our ministry. If you are going to join us with that, then we thank God for you that you're going to help us to see breakthroughs. First thing we need to understand that the Bible is full about fasting, and the disciples, one time the Pharisees come to them, they said, why are your people not fasting? And Jesus said, when the his bridegroom is not there, then that's when the disciples fast. And so we need to understand that fasting does not get God to move. It actually aligns our life up with God on what the Holy Spirit wants to say to our life. And so we see in the book of Mark. First, let's go to the book of Joel. The book of Joel. So there are two main kinds of fast. This one is called the proclaim fast. So just get to the book of Joel, and then we will go through that. So in the book of Joel, chapter 1 and verse 14, it says this: consecrate a fast, call a sacred assembly, gather the elders and all the inhabitants of the land into the house of the Lord your God, and cry out to the Lord. So here we go. This is called a proclaim fast. A proclaim fast is when the priest or the man of God that's part of a church or a ministry is asking those that partner with him, or is asking those that are connected to that ministry, to actually join ranks together and to pray and fast, where this is a proclaim fast. So that's what we do. We also find over in the book of Acts, chapter 13, verses 1 to 3, that when they needed answers from the Lord on who to choose and who to commission for certain kinds of work, they came together, they prayed and fasted, and then the Holy Spirit said, now separate to me Paul and Barnabas for the work to which I've called them. And so we see that that separation came through a part of prayer and fasting. The other fast that we see is in the book of Matthew. This is called a personal fast. So when you have needs in your life, this is the kind of fast that you do. And in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 16, it reads the following: moreover, when you fast, do not be like the hypocrites with a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear for men to be fasting. Assuredly, I say to you, they have that reward. So this is a fast that's a personal fast. So if you've got needs in your life, or there's areas of sin and temptation that you want to get the victory over, and you've confessed the word and it still doesn't seem to be doing, this is a time that you come aside before the Lord. You crucify your flesh and you start to have food. Now, talking about food, to fast, that before you go on the fast, the day before, that you don't eat so much food, so that when you go on your fast, it will not be such hard on your flesh. And so don't go and have a great big meal and then the next day you're fasting, because you will find you'll have cramp and things like this will happen to your stomach, and you don't want that to happen. And so when you're on the fast, there are key things to do. Number one, have a time of praise and worship to start with. Then read passages of the Bible, maybe a book of the Bible, New Testament, Old Testament. The other thing is that start to pray in the Holy Spirit, start to pray in other tongues. That will start to help you. Have a notepad, write specific things down that you believe the Holy Spirit is saying to you personally, or if you're doing it corporately with a ministry, write things down and share it with the leaders privately. on what the Lord has said to you about that. And as you continue in that fast, then the Lord will start to reward you. Also, for your own personal read Isaiah chapter 58. It says, "This is the fast the Lord has chosen, to loose the bonds of wickedness, to undo yokes, to get rid of heavy burdens." And as you go on the fast, you'll find that your intimacy with the Lord will get stronger and better. I pray that this message has been a benefit to you, and God bless you.